The game to
Payton, congratulations. You just heard MVP chants when you were standing at the free throw line. Career high 9 threes and 43 points.
He's too small, too slow, not NBA material. That's what scouts said about Payton Pritchard before the 2020 NBA draft. Now, he played all 82 games for the Celtics in their championship season and secured a $30 million contract extension. How did a guy 25 teams ignored become Boston's secret weapon? It wasn't talent. It wasn't luck. It was something far more dangerous, a mindset that destroyed every excuse in his path. And it all started with 4 straight state championships in high school. Think about this. How does a 6' 1" unathletic guard dominate high school basketball and win 4 straight state championships? That's not normal. That's not luck. That's obsession. Pritchard didn't just win games, he embarrassed defenders. His killer instinct was obvious, but scouts weren't convinced. Despite being Oregon's Player of the Year, he was only a 4-star recruit.
Stone Gettings has been equally important. Pritchard.
A good, but not elite prospect. The excuse? Yeah, he's skilled, but can he handle real competition? That chip on his shoulder? It only got bigger. He initially committed to Oklahoma following his dad's football legacy, but at the last second he flipped, choosing to stay home and play for Oregon. A decision that changed everything. His freshman year, the only freshman starter on a Final Four team. His senior year, Pac-12 Player of the Year, first team All-American, and the Bob Cousy Award winner, 20.5 points per game, 41% from 3, an absolute sniper. And yet, when the NBA draft came around, nobody cared.
With the 26th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Payton Pritchard from the University of Oregon.
Despite dominating college basketball, Pritchard fell to the 26th pick. 25 teams looked at his elite shooting, leadership, and IQ, and still decided he wasn't worth it. Why? Because he wasn't built like a highlight reel. NBA teams are obsessed with vertical leap, wingspan, and athleticism. Pritchard? He just knew how to win, but that wasn't enough for scouts. It didn't take long for him to expose their mistake. Just weeks into his rookie season, he dropped 23 points on Toronto and hit a game winner versus Miami.
On the drive, tries to draw contact on the follow, it's good. The rookie with the big play, and the Celtics lead by 2.
Celtics fans saw it instantly. This guy was different, but then reality hit. The rookie wall is brutal, and Pritchard slammed into it. His minutes disappeared, his shot went cold. Most guys, they fade away. Pritchard, he got even more dangerous. Pritchard's biggest test came in 2023. Despite flashes of brilliance, he was stuck behind a stacked Celtics backcourt. His role, minimal. His minutes, inconsistent. And then he did something most bench players don't. He asked out, publicly requested a trade, saying he needed a real chance to prove himself. At that moment, it looked like he was done in Boston. A team source said this. He was losing his mind, not getting minutes, and his dad told him, just wait your time. I don't care if you're getting in for 1 minute. Just be the best player on the court for that 1 minute. But then the entire backcourt was wiped out. Boston traded Marcus Smart, moved on from Malcolm Brogdon, and suddenly Pritchard wasn't an afterthought. He was essential. Instead of sending him elsewhere, the Celtics bet big on him, giving him a 4-year, $30 million contract. And what did he do with it? Boston didn't give Pritchard a role, he took it.
Oh, Pritchard banks in the three at the buzzer.
Not only did he play every single game, but he became Boston's 6-man sniper, a momentum-shifting killer off the bench. And when the playoffs came, he didn't just show up, he showed out. Those half-court shots in the finals, not luck, not flukes, they were statements. You ignored me, now you have to deal with me. And when the final buzzer sounded on Boston's championship run, one fact was undeniable. The Celtics don't win that ring without Payton Pritchard. Pritchard's story isn't just about his own rise, it's about exposing the NBA's biggest scouting flaw. For years, teams have obsessed over athletic measurables, wingspan, vertical leap, raw speed. But Pritchard, he proved them all wrong. Elite shooting, basketball IQ, and relentless work ethic, they matter more than combined stats.
You're not gun for like those records to get the 50 burger stuff like
I didn't even know I had 10 threes at the moment, but I wouldn't have gone for it anyways. The biggest thing was just about getting a W.
And now, more teams are rethinking their scouting process How many other undersized guards were ignored because they didn't fit the NBA prototype? How many future stars have slipped through the cracks just because they weren't built like an all-star weekend dunk contest participant? The NBA is changing. The guys who can read defenses, control tempo, and hit clutch shots, they're proving to be more valuable than high flyers who can't shoot or think the game. Payton Pritchard wasn't supposed to make it here. He wasn't supposed to get a $30 million contract. He wasn't supposed to be a key piece of a championship team, but he never cared about supposed to. His rise is a blueprint for every overlooked player who's been told they weren't tall enough, athletic enough, or flashy enough. At the end of the day, you can't measure heart. You can't measure preparation. You can't measure obsession. And that's why Payton Pritchard is Boston's secret weapon. Do you think Pritchard is the most underrated player in the NBA? Or did the Celtics just put him in the perfect system? Let's debate in the comments. Thanks for watching. Peace.